So for breakfast, I was planning on making a berry French toast for the kids, and when I cracked open the eggs, there was something terribly wrong inside, so I trashed that idea, went to my freezer stash, grabbed out some frozen French toast that we already had on hand, and I'm just gonna pop these into the toaster oven and defrost them and serve these to the kids with the fruit cut up now. Okay, so moving right along into lunch, and today I'm actually going to be taking the kids to a water park, and we're just going to kind of have lunch there, like a little picnic. So I'm going to be packing each kid's lunchbox just based off of what I know they'll eat or what I hope they will eat. So starting off, we have Caden's lunchbox. I'm going to be putting in a few little bologna stars that I just used a little vegetable cutter on. I'm going to be adding in a few crackers here. We're also going to be putting some orange slices, some apple slices. I have applesauce I'm going to be giving each kid, and then a couple of yogurt raisins right in the middle. So moving right along into Anaya's lunchbox, she's going to get some bologna, some cheese, some crackers. She's going to get a couple of apple slices, which I'm sure she won't even touch. And then I will give her some applesauce. And I really wanted to test this lunchbox to see if it was leak proof. I don't think that it was recommended or advertised as leak proof, but it clips in really good, so I just kind of wanted to see for myself if it worked, and it actually turned out it didn't. It was fine on the way to the park, but then when we left the park, I guess it ended up upside down in the diaper bag, and by the time I got home, I'll actually show you later on, it was kind of a mess, but it actually wasn't too bad. So here I am with Nova's lunchbox, and he's getting some crackers, a few pieces of bologna, but he's not big on bologna at all or much lunch meat in that regards. He's also getting an orange and applesauce. He'll be getting some yogurt raisins and some apples, which I assume he's going to eat every bite of his lunch, but we'll see. So just in case you were wondering, I do squirt lemon juice on their apples. I just kind of mix it around on there, and they don't say it makes a difference or anything, but it does help them not to brown. So a little bit of lemon juice, and yeah.
Why you didn't want to tell Daddy?
It's a secret.
It's a secret that you can swing this good?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Look at you go. Gonna get him. Nope.
Okay, so we're back home, and this is what I was talking about earlier about the lunchbox leaking. So it's just a little clip. It wasn't really even that bad, and like I said, they weren't even advertised as leak-proof. I'm just getting a few plates for the kids set up for painting. I've always done this since they were little, just taking like each color and putting a couple blobs on a paper plate, and then I lay newspaper obviously across the whole table, and I feel like this makes for easy cleanup. We just kind of move all the paintings to one side of the table, and we gather up all the trash on one side and toss it straight to the trash can.
I don't know.
You're making a giant butterfly?
We'll see. I don't know.
Very nice, Kaden.
You know what I'm making?
What are you making?
My old butterfly.
Are you making a picture of mommy?
Of a little slide.
A slide.
Make a slide.
Very
And
nice.
a water boy with a big, giant, jumbo, real tiger.
Okay.
That's why for Pam. That's why the
All right, you guys, so it is already dinner time. Does anybody else feel like their days just fly by, or is it just me? So you just saw me cutting up my veggies. I'm gonna be using half an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and a half of zucchini and a half of yellow squash. First, I'm gonna be buttering a pan and adding my onions in. I'm only gonna be adding half of the onions because I'm gonna be using the other half for my zucchini. So right now I'm just making some Spanish rice or yellow rice, or as my oldest likes to call it, orange rice. So first I add in the onion and I let that cook until the onion is translucent, and then I'm gonna throw in a spoonful of the garlic I minced up. Alright, so now I'm going to be seasoning up my onions, and I'm just prepping my pan here for the rice to be cooked in. So I'm adding some sazon, some Goya total seasoning, some adobo, and then I'm just going to be mixing this all around. I also added in salt, pepper, and garlic earlier. You saw me add that into my onions while they were cooking. So now I just threw in 1 cup of dry rice. I let that cook for a minute or two, and I just continuously stir this around. This just gives your rice a real nice flavor, a lot of color, so my kids really love to eat their rice this way. Yeah, so I'm just letting that cook for a second here, and then I'm gonna be adding 2 cups of water because I'm only cooking 1 cup of rice since it's just me and the 3 kids tonight. Okay, so now we're just gonna bring this water to a boil. I keep my stovetop on high and I just let that boil out for like 1 to 2 minutes. Also give it a stir here and there just so that that rice can kind of like not clump together or stick to the bottom of the pan. But then once you put the lid on it, you don't want to stir your rice or take the lid off at all. You just want that to steam and cook all the way until it's completely finished. So you see my water's boiling now, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the stove top to like very low heat, as low as you can turn it, and then put a lid on it, and you're gonna let that sit for 20 to 25 minutes without touching it. And now this is what it looks like when it's all done. My God, you guys, I wish you could smell it in my kitchen right now. I want a plate. So I'm gonna just be seasoning up this chicken breast with basically the same seasonings I use for the rice. So salt, pepper, we're gonna add some garlic. I'm gonna have a little bit of adobo, some sazon, some Goya, complete seasoning. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of avocado oil and just rub that all in real good. And we're gonna add that to a baking dish, and I'm gonna bake that at 375 for about 35 minutes or until it's cooked to 165. Shortly after I was plating up dinner, I realized I never filmed myself cooking the zucchini. So all I did was just saute it in a pan with some onions and garlic and added a little bit of salt and pepper. So I gave them each a couple pieces to try, and to my surprise, my 2-year-old, who had the blue plate, ate all of his zucchini. And my other 2 kids licked their zucchini, which is like a taste test, so good enough. But everybody ate pretty well. My boys ate seconds of everything, and they ate mostly all of their seconds, and my daughter ate mostly all of her chicken and 1 bite of rice and licked her zucchini, like I said. So they did pretty good. Alright, just 1 little scoop left. Alright, now we can put that away.
Next one. At this time,
few more. You can fill that one up. Mommy's gonna eat some on hers.
So we are having a bit of a fun dessert tonight. We don't always have dessert, but my kids normally do get a bedtime snack. Usually it's like a banana and a cracker or something like that. But tonight we are doing ice cream sundaes. So they had their choice of toppings. They chose strawberries, sprinkles, M&Ms, and cones.
How is it, Sissy? Let me see. Yum. How is it?
Look at my mommy.
Good stuff? Awesome. What you think? Let me see. Sweet.